Rapido Front here for more of a comparison video this week. It's both a review of the Kowa 16H and a match between this model, the 8Z, and the B&H, all the top tier 2x stretch Kowas out there. Shooting with the 16H felt just like shooting with the other two. Bokeh is beautiful, flares are purplish and organic, and there's a sizable amount of veiling glare. Again, I'm stealing some shots from Matt Leaf, for he's been putting up the 16H to good use for a couple of years. These shots are from the music video So What by the Pack AD, and the 16H has been matched to the rangefinder and various diopters. It was all shot on a RAD camera. The Kowa 16H is one of those lenses that everybody wants. When people ask, what is a good projection lens? It usually comes up right after the Kowa B&H. It is true anamorphic with 2x stretch and focus that goes all the way from infinity down to 1.5 meters or 5 feet. The 16H has a twin sister, the 8Z or 8Z, and that sounds familiar. Deja vu? It's time for comparisons. It's a Japanese design with big front and rear glass, which leads to no light loss, and you need a rear clamp to mount it to your taking lens and a front clamp to mount diopters or filters or whatever you want. For the front clamp, I'm using a Rapido clamp that the link to get one of those is in the video description. And for the back, I'm using one of my own custom-made 3D printed clamps that you can download for free at the blog. And the whole setup feels a bit front heavy with 530 grams pending forward, so I like having another support on rails. Even though it doesn't reach the high prices of the Kowa B&H, around $900, the 16H is still uncommon, and it usually retails for $500 to $650. Most of them, or lots of them, are shipped out of Japan. It's interesting to notice this particular 16H is super sharp around the edges when compared to the 8Z and the B&H, but not so much in the center area. It's important to take into account sample variance when comparing these. Some 16Hs might perform better than others, and the same goes for the B&H and the 8Z. That said, I'd reason they're all the same when it comes down to resolution and performance. Surprise! Matt's version of the 16H is one of those early serials and has blue-purple flares, while my 8Z and B&H have golden flares. If you're looking specifically for blue flares, aim for lower serial numbers, as several users informed me. It's a difference on the coatings that leads to the change in hues. Live and learn, boys. The vignetting for the 8Z and the 16H are identical, while the B&H vignette's a little harder on the wider end, which is something I didn't expect considering all the love for the B&H. The lines on the frame indicate the different aspect ratios. The Kowa 16H or 8Z, now that we know they're all the same, is a great anamorphic. Double focus makes it a little challenging to work with it, so I would recommend getting a single focus setup. It delivers consistent results and great images even in low light situations. You can't go very wide when it comes to your taken lenses, but if you do the math, you're already getting a pretty wide field of view, so don't complain too much. It can be tough to find for a good price, but don't give up. If you want to tweak your Kowa and make it even better than the default settings, I have this playlist with a series of mods for reducing veiling glare, improving sharpness, and even reducing minimum focus. So you can follow all these videos, and everything I do with the B&H can be done with the 8Z and the 16H. I highly recommend the sharpness tune-up, especially if your lens hasn't been serviced in a while. Now's the time that I'll bug you to like this video and share it with your friends, and I would love to know if you think this comparison worked, so let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Every person that subscribes helps a great deal, and if you really want to help, support me on Patreon, where you can get cool exclusive rewards like shirts and anamorphic apertures, even lens mods. And you can vote on the next videos, so I don't just pick things out of my head. You can choose what's coming up next. I'm Rapido Front, and I'll see you next week. Bye bye.